Hello friends, welcome back. So here we are going to discuss about the gene cloning, what is meant by the gene cloning and which are the simple steps which are going to follow for the gene cloning and what is the use of gene cloning that we are going to discuss in this particular video. So gene cloning, it is nothing but the desired DNA which we need to multiply. That particular DNA is inserted into some carrier molecule and that we called it as a vector, and then that particular DNA molecule is multiplied in a host cell. So that's simply known as the gene cloning. So there are several simple steps that need to follow for the gene cloning experiments. So in the gene cloning, the fragment of DNA that containing a gene which to be cloned, so that particular gene we call it as a desired gene. So that particular desired gene is inserted into the DNA molecule which is known as the vector. So for the gene cloning, vector is very important. Vector which carry the desired DNA into the host cell, and then that particular vector is inserted into the host cell so as to produce the recombinant DNA molecule. So number of vectors are used in a gene cloning experiments. The most common is the plasmid. Plasmid, we know that it is the extra chromosomal DNA which is found in the bacterium or bacterial cell, and plasmid is used as a vector. So there are natural plasmids are there and artificial plasmids are also there. Very well known examples of the artificial plasmid is the PBR322. This is a very famous vector, artificial plasmid vector, that is used for the gene cloning experiments. So the first step is the desired fragments that is inserted into the vector. This is the first step of the gene cloning. Second step, the vector that transport a gene into the host cell which is usually a bacterium. So host cell means those cells in which the clone molecule or in a desired DNA molecule is multiplied, that is called as the host cell. So vector is transported into the host cell. So mostly in a gene cloning experiment, the host cell is usually a bacterium or bacteria. So other hosts are also be used, but bacterium is the most common host used in a gene cloning experiments. Other hosts are also used. So third step in the gene cloning, that particular clone DNA molecule is inserted within a host cell, and then that particular clone molecule means what? Vector plus our desired DNA that is inserted, and then that particular clone is multiplies and producing identical copies. So that particular vector and clone DNA, it is multiplied within a host cell. They use their host machinery, that is they replicate. They use the replicative machineries of the bacterium or host cell, and then they multiply. So that particular vector and clone molecule, it is not only itself but it also multiplies the gene or desired DNA which they carry. So next step in the gene cloning, so when this particular host cell divide, then that cloned DNA molecule is also divided along with the host DNA molecule. So recombinant DNA molecule are produced, and that particular recombinant DNA molecules are passed to the progeny, and further vector replication is also takes place. Then next step in the gene cloning, after the large number of cell divisions of the host cell takes place, then colonies are produced, bacterial colonies are produced, or we can say clones are produced, and that identical host cells are produced during the gene cloning experiment. So these are the simple steps involved in the gene cloning. And lastly, that each cell in the clone, they contain one or more copies of the recombinant DNA molecule. So these are the simple steps which are followed during the gene cloning experiments. And lastly, the gene which carry the recombinant DNA molecule, now it is called as the clone. So those bacterium which contain the desired DNA molecule, so that bacterium or that colony is to be said that the clone colony, and that is identified by the different methods. So let's see by the diagrammatic way. So it is very easy to understand how gene cloning takes place. So first step, we know that this vector means those DNA molecule which carry the desired DNA. So that vector, it is the plasmid, most probably plasmids. There are a number of vectors are used, plasmid or some yeast DNA is also used as a vector. So vector plus fragment of DNA that we called as the desired DNA. So this particular desired DNA, it is inserted into the vector. So let's see this particular point where the vector DNA is cut by the specific restriction endonucleases enzyme, and then this particular desired DNA, now it is inserted. Now this is the recombinant DNA molecule. This one is the recombinant DNA molecule, and then that recombinant DNA molecule, it is inserted into the bacterium. So here there are different enzymes are used, restriction endonucleases. Then for the joining DNA ligases, enzymes are used. So different accessories are used. We can say it, we can call it as a accessories. Then second step here, the transport of rDNA molecule or recombinant DNA molecule into the host cell. So this particular bacterium, it carries the recombinant DNA molecule, and then after that third step, multiplication of the recombinant DNA molecule takes place, and after that segregation of recombinant DNA molecule into the progeny cells takes place. So that particular recombinant DNA molecule, it is multiplied into the host cell. So replication of recombinant DNA molecule takes place. And finally, last step is the numerous cell division resulting into the clone. So see here, these are the clones, or we can say the recombinant colony. Each bacterium, they having a recombinant DNA molecule. So that particular colonies are identified by the specific medium, and then that particular desired DNA molecule, which is multiplied many times, that is isolated, and then that is used further. So these are the basic steps in the gene cloning or DNA cloning. I hope all of you understand the basic step involved in the gene cloning. So please like the video, share the video, and subscribe my channel RMK Resolutions. Thank you. Bye bye.